Russian army smashes tanks and enemy defenses, advancing in Sumy region. New footage of the destruction of armored vehicles by 44 AK reconnaissance advancing from the Kursk region to Sumy. Soldiers of the 44th Corps have already destroyed many pieces of enemy military equipment, including NATO howitzers, infantry fighting vehicles, armored personnel carriers, and tanks with Nyaz Vandal Novgorodsky fiber optic drones. The armed forces of the Russian Federation continue the special military operation. As a result of resolute actions, units of the Sever Group of Forces liberated Mariino, Sumy region. Losses were inflicted on clusters of manpower and hardware of 2 AFU air assault brigades and 2 territorial defense brigades near Proletarskoye, Pavlovka, Atinskoye, Rizevka, Sadki, and Unikovka, Sumy region. In Kharkiv direction, strikes were delivered at formations of 1 mechanized brigade of the Armed Forces of Ukraine and 1 territorial defense brigade near Balagovka and Volchansk, Kharkiv region. The AFU losses amounted to up to 140 troops, 1 tank, 2 armored fighting vehicles, 9 motor vehicles, 5 field artillery guns, and 1 electronic warfare station. The Zapad group's units improved the tactical situation. They hit formations of 2 mechanized brigades, 1 airmobile brigade of the AFU, 1 National Guard brigade and 1 border guard detachment near Kupiansk, Sobolevka, Glushchenkovo, Novy Mir, Novosinovo, Kharkiv region, Rydkadub, Yampol, Karpovka, Kirovsk, Donetsk People's Republic, and Novoigorovka, Lugansk People's Republic. The AFU losses amounted to more than 230 troops, 2 armored fighting vehicles, including 1 U.S.-made M113 armored personnel carrier, 5 motor vehicles, 1 Western-made artillery gun, 1 Kraken electronic warfare station, and 1 ammunition depot. The U group's elements took more advantageous lines and positions. They inflicted fire damage on manpower and hardware of 2 mechanized brigades, 1 airmobile brigade, and 1 assault brigade of the Armed Forces of Ukraine near Serebryanka, Seversk, Chasov Yar, Markovo, Stupachki, Pridichino, Minkovka, Grigorovka, Dylievka, and Verkhnekamenskoye, Donetsk People's Republic. The enemy has lost over 210 troops, 6 armored fighting vehicles, including 2 M113 armored personnel carriers and 2 U.S.-made HMMWV armored vehicles. In addition, the enemy losses included 5 pickup trucks, 1 artillery gun, 3 electronic warfare stations, and 1 ammunition depot. As a result of intensive and bold actions of the Center Group of Forces, Novolanovka, Donetsk People's Republic, has been liberated. The group hit formations of 3 mechanized brigades, 1 assault brigade of the AFU, and 2 National Guard brigade close to Rezino, Krasnoarmeysk, Grodovka, Novaya Poltavka, Myrolyubovka, Petrovskogo, Novoekonomicheskoye, Novosergievka, Ulyanovka, and Koptivo, Donetsk People's Republic. The enemy losses amounted to up to 455 troops, 3 pickup trucks, as well as 1 Bradley infantry fighting vehicle, 2 M113 armored personnel carriers, and 1 Max Pro armored vehicle. The Vostok group's units continued to advance to the depths of the enemy's defense. Losses were inflicted on manpower and hardware of 1 AFU mechanized brigade, 1 territorial defense brigade, and 1 National Guard brigade near Novokranka, Novopol, Zaporozhye, Alexandrograd, Yalta, Zelenoy Pol, Donetsk People's Republic, Guliapol, and Chervonoy, Zaporozhye region. The AFU losses amounted to over 150 troops, 4 motor vehicles, and 2 field artillery guns. 2 electronic warfare stations and 1 ammunition depot were neutralized. Elements of the Dnieper Group of Forces inflicted fire damage on units of 1 mechanized brigade and 1 coastal defense brigade of the AFU near Blakitnoy, Novoandrievka, Pavlovka, Zaporozhye region, and Otradokomenka, Kherson region. Moreover, up to 30 troops, 1 motor vehicle, and 3 ammunition and material depots of the enemy have been neutralized. Operational tactical aviation, strike drones, missile troops, and artillery of the Russian groups of forces have inflicted damage on the infrastructure of military airfields, ammunition and material depots, temporary deployment areas of Ukrainian armed formations and foreign mercenaries in 142 areas. Air defense systems shot down 5 U.S.-made JDAM aerial bombs and 127 fixed-wing unmanned aerial vehicles. In total, since the beginning of the special military operation, the enemy has lost 662 aircraft, 283 helicopters, 57,718 unmanned aerial vehicles, 605 anti-aircraft missile systems, 23,399 tanks and other armored fighting vehicles, 1,563 MLRS combat vehicles, 25,028 field artillery guns and mortars, 35,668 special military vehicles,